can't believe. So a lot of times I talk about, so last week or the week before, it was that cold snap all throughout the nation. It was like negative degrees or 0 degrees, in like 38 states. And I was thinking, I think this every winter now. I cannot believe that human beings survived these winters in the pre-modern era. I can't believe it. Central heating or insulation and everything. Native Americans that lived here were, trudging around in 20, 10, 0 degrees during the winter in, animal skins. No, that's my new conspiracy theory. The pre-modern era didn't exist. Like, I don't believe human beings actually lived through this shit. And I first had this thought in the Middle East. I was in the army, Nick. I don't know if you knew that, but
Yeah.
I was in the army, and I think it was Kuwait. I think it was in Kuwait, and it was 120 degrees every single day. I cheated didn't bother checking the temperature. It was going to be 120, and it was 120, and there was a sandstorm. It seemed like clockwork. Every 3 days there was a sandstorm. It was terrible, and I just remember thinking, this place is terrible. Why have people been fighting over it for thousands of years? Who the hell would want to live here? And it was so hot that there was this tent that we had, this like a sleeping tent for my platoon, and it probably like 30 people, I say, were in it. It was giant, and we had an air conditioning unit in that tent. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night just freezing, like, when that hurting your bones and your teeth are chattering. And I kind of bundled up and I walked to the back of the tent to the thermostat. It was 84 degrees in that tent. And I was so used to 120 that 84 was killing me with cold. And I think about that kind of stuff. And I was like, man, how did people live through this? Or how did people live in the African savannah, just trying to live, and they have a baby and the baby starts crying? A lion's going to hear it and eat you. The more I think about this shit, the less likely I believe that human beings could have survived this. I don't know. That's my new conspiracy theory. I got to get it off the ground.
Honestly, it's funny that you say that, because every time I'm in a place that's cold, not every time I'm in a place that's cold, every time I'm in a place that's hot, I just can't stand it, like what you were saying. Mm-hmm. But when it gets cold, like, for me, I can walk outside in just a hoodie. Like, it does, like, if it's like negative 12 degrees, and it's like a blizzard outside, I'm like totally chill. Like,
you are literally. This guy's a John Fetterman lookalike. He's 6'4". He's just going on a hoodie and shorts in the blizzard.
Right. Real quick, Nick, before you go on, you think John Fetterman may have been Elon Musk's guy with the Neuralink thing? Like, maybe, maybe they got to him. Maybe, and Elon came in there. It's like, oh, here we go, 2 birds, 1 stone. But sorry, Nick, go ahead.
No, it's okay. But like, no, it's funny because like there are so many people that have the opposite experience. Like, they can get used to heat. But like, so I'm a roller coaster enthusiast. I try to travel wherever I can, right? But when I'm in a place like so I don't know if you guys know this, but Texas is one of the places that have a ton of good roller coasters, and Florida as well has like a great roller coasters, but it fucking sucks there. And it's like every time I go there and I go to like a hotel room and they have the hotel room set to like 74 degrees, I'm like, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. No. So yeah, no, it's funny to me because like if I had to be, if I was stuck without any technology and like I didn't have any temperature control, I would totally rather be in a place that like the coldest it gets is like the negative teens, and like in the hottest it gets is like 80 degrees, because those 80 degrees I'll be freaking sweating.
Well, I mean, this might just be like, I'm tropical people, so maybe that's
like, no, it's fascinating the difference that people have. Like, I don't know. When it's like 50 degrees, I go outside and I'm like, this is roller coaster weather. About time. Shorts, like t-shirt cargo shorts. Like, no, we're good. This is perfect. And then like I'll, especially if I'm in the South, I'll be around people who are like wearing heavy coats and I'm like, it's 60 degrees. What are you? But yeah, I don't know.